Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the first week of the October month. In this video a total of 60 important current affairs will be discussed of utmost important, and the session will be quite interesting, so stay tuned with us till the end. Also students, if you are new to our channel and haven't subscribed to us, do subscribe as we are one-stop solution for current affairs. Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find our Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will be getting daily, weekly and monthly current affairs on regular basis. You can use code VIKAS10 to get additional 10% discount while purchasing the course. This video is available both in English and Hindi. The timestamp for both English and Hindi are mentioned in the description of each video. You can contact us on the number provided or mail provided. Also follow us on Telegram and Instagram, and the link for the same is provided in the description of each video. Also students, we have started a new initiative that is of handwritten notes. It is helpful to understand the news daily, time saving and very useful for your revision. We aims to cover 15 questions via handwritten notes in upcoming bank exams. These handwritten notes are available on daily current affairs content PDF at our mobile application and website careerscloud.in. Only our Crack Current Affairs subscribers will be able to access these handwritten notes. A sample PDF of the handwritten notes will be available in the description. The first question is, which of the following points are correct with respect to the Global Renewable Energy Investors Meet and Expo, that is Reinvest 2024, that was held in Gandhinagar, Gujarat from 16th to 18th of September. If we look at the options, option A and option C are right, B is wrong. B is saying that during the Global Reinvest 2024, Rajasthan has topped in the overall renewable energy capacity achieved and wind power capacity achieved and categories. Is it Gujarat? It is Rajasthan that has secured the top position? No, it is actually Gujarat that has secured the top position here. Now the options are right. Next, according to the National Health Accounts estimates for India for 21-22, the share of the government health expenditure in the overall GDP of India has increased to 1.84% in 21-22 from 1.13% in 2014-15. Next, which country has topped the Asia Power Index 2024 edition that was released by Lowy Institute? Right, so this Asia Power Index, in this which country has secured the top position? It is United States of America that has secured the top position here. Then comes on second position is China, and our India stood at third position. Our India was at the third position here. Correct, take a note of this. Next, which country has recently become the first Caribbean nation to adopt India Popular Instant Payment Platform UPI? So which country in the Caribbean region became the first Caribbean nation to adopt the UPI? It is Trinidad and Tobago. TNT, they became the first Caribbean nation to adopt this UPI platform of our India. Next, which bank has recently launched the multi-currency world travel card, which allow the users to load and manage multiple currencies on a single card? So, which is that bank? It is PNB, Punjab National Bank. And here this card will support 6 major foreign currencies that includes your US dollar, euro, British pound sterling, then United Arab Emirates dirham, then Singapore dollar and Canadian dollar. These are the 6 currencies that are supported by it. Next, when is World Tourism Day annually observed across the world? So World Tourism Day is observed on 27th of September, and this year it was the 44th edition of the World Tourism Day that was observed, and there is a theme for this, that is tourism and peace. This is the theme here for the World Tourism Day, and remember it is Georgia country that has been chosen as the host country of this World Tourism Day. Next, when was UN International Day for the Total Elimination of Nuclear Weapons annually observed across the globe to educate the public regarding the benefits of elimination of nuclear weapon? So, when was the UN Day observed for eliminating nuclear weapons? It was on 26th of September, and this is basically to educate the public about the elimination of nuclear weapon. First ever day was observed in 2014. Next, which finance company has recently been allowed to resume gold loan operations by RBI? It is IIFL Finance. And remember, RBI has imposed the restrictions on IIFL Finance after observing the deviations in the assaying and certifying purity and net weight of gold at the time of sanctioning loans. Next, which bank has recently launched Project Parivartan, a major transformation initiative in the existing digital banking facilities that are offered by the bank? So it is UCO Bank, right? They have launched this Project Parivartan. This is a major transformation initiative in the existing digital banking facilities. Apart from this, remember, with the launch of this Project Parivartan, bank has also launched UPI Circle and UPI Lite Auto Top Up. Auto Top Up. Next, in which state Prime Minister Narendra Modi has recently virtually laid the foundation stone and commenced various projects worth 11,200 crore rupees? It will be in the state of Maharashtra, right? PM Modi inaugurated Pune Metro Station also, marking the completion of the first phase of the Pune Metro Rail project. Apart from this, PM Modi also laid the foundation stone for Swargate Katraj extension of Pune Metro Phase 1. This will be developed at a cost of 2,955 crore rupees. Apart from this, PM Modi also inaugurated Solapur Airport. Correct? Take a note of all these things. Next, which country has topped in the recently released Global Innovation Index by WIPO, that is World Intellectual Property Organization? So it is Switzerland that has recently topped in this index. This was the 17th edition of the Global Innovation Index released by WIPO. Our country, India, stood at 39th position here out of 133 economies, and it is Switzerland that has secured the first position for 14th consecutive time. Sweden was on the second position here, and USA was on the third position. Next, which country has recently been elected to the steering committee of the Global Operation Network of Anti-Corruption Law Enforcement Authorities, that is your GLOBE network in Beijing, China? So which country has been elected to the steering committee? It is our country, India, right? And this GLOBE network is basically to fight against the corruption globally, so that the countries can come together and eliminate corruption globally. And also here, this GLOBE network was officially launched on June 3, 2021. Correct? And remember, this has one chair, one vice chair, and 13 members in the steering committee. Next, in September, SEBI has introduced the dash process as an alternative to the reserve book building process for voluntarily delisting. So it is SEBI that has introduced the fixed price process as an alternative to the reserve book building process for voluntary listing. Also, SEBI has reduced the limit for the delisting success under the reserve book building process from 90% to 75% of the public shareholding participation, provided that a minimum 50% of the public shareholding has been tendered. Next, which organization or bank has recently provided a loan worth 31,673 crore rupees to Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority to fast-track the development of 9 key infrastructure projects? It is PFC, Power Finance Corporation, right? So MMRDA, that is Mumbai Metropolitan Region Development Authority, they secured a loan worth 31,673.79 crore rupees from Power Finance Corporation under Ministry of Power to fast-track the development of 9 key infrastructure projects in Mumbai Metropolitan Region. Next, in September, ISRO, Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, and DASH, they have signed 5 technology transfer agreements with non-government entities. So it is ISRO, in space, and the third organization is NSIL, that is New Space India Limited. So these are the 3 organizations. They have signed 5 technology transfer agreements to the non-government entities. And why was this done? So that the commercial use of these technology can be started, right? Because when they will be shifted to the non-government entities, say for example any private company, the production of those technology, use cases of those technology will be implemented and they will come into production for the general public. So it is NSIL, that is New Space India Limited. Next is name the cricketer who has been announced or who has announced retirement from all the forms of cricket. So Dwayne Bravo, right? He's a West Indies player. He's 40 years of age and he has announced retirement from all the forms of cricket. Right? Take a note of this. And now he has been appointed as the mentor of Kolkata Knight Riders also. Do remember this. Next, name the Oscar-winning British actor known for her role in Harry Potter's film series who recently passed away at the age of 89. So she is Maggie Smith, right? She recently passed away. She was famously known for her Harry Potter roles in the Harry Potter series. Correct? And she has recently passed away. Next, name the renowned Indian author whose first memoir title Mother Mary Comes to Me is set to release in September 2025. So Arundhati Roy, right? Renowned Indian author and 1997 book prize winner Arundhati Roy set to publish her first memoir and the title of the memoir is Mother Mary Comes to Me. This book will be published by Penguin Random House. Next is who has recently inaugurated the 5G Open RAN testing lab at the Center for Development of Telematics, that is CDOT in Bengaluru, Karnataka. So Jyotiraditya Scindia, right? He's our Union Minister of Communication and he has inaugurated this 5G Open RAN testing lab that is at CDOT facility in Bengaluru, Karnataka. This lab will help us to establish 5G use cases, right? That how we can use this 5G technology, how we can set up the ecosystem of 5G in our country. Here we will be talking about cloud. Here we will be talking about security, right? In these features, you will be seeing the usage of this 5G, right? Take a note of this. Next, who has headed the recently formed expert committee to discuss reviewing Ayushman Bharat package rates and insurance coverage increase? So Dr. V.K. Paul, right? The expert committee here is headed by Dr. V.K. Paul and he's a member of Niti Aayog and this committee will discuss the recommendations for revising the Ayushman Bharat package rates and insurance cover increases, right? There are nearly 1949 medical procedures that are covered under the schemes of Ayushman Bharat and this committee, this 16-member committee that is headed by Dr. V.K. Paul has been tasked to review these revisions that are these services, these medical procedures and the insurance coverage under this Ayushman Bharat. And also it is expected that the 5 lakh rupees limit or insurance under this per member will be increased here more in coming time. Next, which ministry has organized the 3rd edition of the World Food India from 19th to 22nd September in New Delhi? So, which ministry has organized the 3rd edition of the World Food India? It is Ministry of Food Processing Industries, right? So this is the 3rd edition of the Ministry of this is the 3rd edition of the World Food India. That is a biennial mega food event that is organized by Ministry of Food Processing Industries and it was held from 19th to 22nd of September. Where was it held? Location, it was held at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi and the aim of this World Food India is basically to innovate, come up with new technology, focus on sustainability in the food processing sector. Then there is a theme for this 3rd edition of World Food India, that is processing for prosperity, right? This is the theme. Processing for prosperity is the theme for the World Food India. Next, which department or ministry implements Make in India program which completes a decade in September 2024? So it is Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, correct? And it is Make in India, the flagship scheme of the Government of India that has completed 10 years of its completion. PM Modi launched this Make in India when it was launched in 2014 in September month by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. This was launched. And as the name suggests, Make in India, here the focus was to manufacture the goods in India only that we used to import from different parts of the world, and we wanted to become self-sustainable so that we don't have to depend on other nations for various goods and services. Right, take a note of this. Here you will be seeing PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan has played a very important role. Production linked incentive scheme has played a very important role. Then FDI also increased in India, that also played a very important and crucial role for this Make in India. Next, which company has recently received the approval from Ministry of Corporate Affairs to establish a joint venture named Aero Systems Private Limited in collaboration with Israel Aerospace Industries Limited. So it is Bharat Electronics Limited, that is BEL. They have recently received the approval from Ministry of Corporate Affairs to set up a joint venture by the name Aero Systems Private Limited in collaboration with IAI, that is Israel Aerospace Industries Limited. Here Bharat Electronics Limited, they will hold 40% in this joint venture, and IAI, they will be holding 60% in this joint venture. This joint venture will operate both in India and Israel, and this joint venture will provide repair and maintenance for medium range surface to air missile systems. I repeat, for medium range surface to air missile systems. Next, with which country India has recently signed 12 memorandum of understandings for high impact community development projects. So it is with Nepal that India has signed 12 MoUs for high impact community development projects. These will include your projects related to health, education, then drinking water, agriculture, promoting the culture, renewable energy, solar energy, and so on. Next, according to RBI recent report, that is the dominance of fossil fuel in India, electricity generation will end by 2030. It is saying that by 2030, we know that as of now, the electricity generation is primarily because with the use of coal. And it is saying that by 2030, the sole or primary dependence for generation of electricity in India, that is on fossil fuel, that is on coal, will be reduced, that will end. Here you will be seeing that by 2030, renewable energy is expected to surpass 50% of the global electricity generation. And you will be seeing that renewable energy capacity, because we know that all the projects nowadays are coming related to your renewable energy, green energy, right? So major focus is on that, and it is expected by 2030 that the major source of electricity generation will not be fossil fuel in India. Next, who has been recently awarded the 2024 Sastra Ramanujan Prize by Shanmuga Art, Science, Technology and Research Academy, that is Shastra Academy. So Alexander Dunn, right, he has been awarded the 2024 Sastra Ramanujan Prize by Shanmuga Art, Science, Technology and Research Academy. Where is this academy? It is in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Oh, sorry, this is in Thanjavur, Tamil Nadu. Next, which company has recently signed a contract with the Royal Armed Forces of the Kingdom of Morocco to locally manufacture 150 wheeled armored platform combat vehicles for Moroccan Defense Forces? And this is one of the biggest contract. The delivery here will be in the next 3 years, and it is Tata Advanced Systems Limited. I repeat, Tata Advanced Systems Limited, they have signed the contract with Royal Armed Forces of the Kingdom of Morocco to locally manufacture this 150 wheeled armored platform combat vehicles. Right, these wheel armored platform combat vehicles, they have been designed by and developed by DRDO in collaboration with Tata Motors. Next, what is the name of the temporary mini moon which will revolve around Earth from 29th of September till 25th of November? So the name of the temporary moon is 2024 PT5. This is also known as mini moon. Right, this will revolve in a horseshoe shape, and it will be revolving 55 days. Next, which state recently signed an MoU with Karnataka to address wildlife and forest management challenges? It is Andhra Pradesh state. They have signed this MoU with Karnataka state in order to address the wildlife and forest management challenges. Both of these states, they will establish a joint task force where they will be working on wildlife conservation, protection that will also prevent the illegal activities such as your poaching and forest degradation. Next, who has been recently reappointed as the non-executive chairman of Utkarsh Small Finance Bank? So, Praveen Kumar Gupta has been reappointed as the non-executive chairman of Utkarsh Small Finance Bank. Direct question. Next, which ministry has recently organized the 8th edition of the India Water Week from 17th to 20th of September in New Delhi? So, it is Ministry of Jal Shakti that has organized the 8th edition of India Water Week. Where was this organized? Location? Bharat Mandapam, that is in New Delhi. And there is a theme for this that you can remember: partnership and cooperation for inclusive water development and management. Next is name the joint military exercise that was held between India and Kazakhstan that was recently commenced in Oli, Uttarakhand. So this is the location that you need to remember, and it was held between which two countries? India and Kazakhstan. What is the name of that exercise? The exercise is Kazind. KAZ for Kazakhstan, IND for India. And where was held it? It was held in Oli, Uttarakhand. Right? And this was the 8th edition of the exercise. Next, name the mission that was recently launched by Ministry of Port Shipping and Waterways in Mumbai, Maharashtra. What is the name of that mission? It is Cruise Bharat Mission. The aim of this is basically to increase the number of cruise travelers. Right? So we can say this is to basically increase the tourism or the cruise tourism industry. It is expected that we will achieve 50 lakh cruise tourism travelers by 2047. This and increasing the cruise tourism here, it will generate more than 4 lakh jobs. Next, in which city National Center of Excellence for Animation, Visual Effects, Gaming, Comics and Extended Reality will be established? It is Mumbai, Maharashtra. Right? And this will be administered by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Next, under which mission Jal Hi Amrit scheme was recently launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs to promote effective water management? It is Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. The government has also approved 3 metro projects that are worth 31,000 crore rupees. That will be Bengaluru Metro Phase 3, Thane Internal Ring Road Metro and southward extension of Pune Metro Rail Project. Apart from this, government is also focusing on recycling and processing of water in both rural and urban areas through the Jal Hi Amrit scheme. Next, according to the annual survey of industries, the total employment in the manufacturing industries has risen by 7.5% in the FY23, reaching 1.85 crore rupees. We know that our India is focusing on manufacturing, and if we will be focusing on manufacturing, so then the jobs will also be created in this sector, and we are seeing an increase of 7.5% in FY23 and it has reached 1.85 crore. Next, who is topped in the 2024 Hurun India Under 35 list released by Hurun India in September 2024. So who has topped it? It was topped by Ankush Sachdeva. Ankush Sachdeva, he is 31 years of age. He is an IIT Kanpur graduate and he is the Chief Executive Officer of ShareChat and Moj. These are India's social applications and he is also the youngest entrepreneur who is featured on this list. On second position is Nitish Sharda, 31 years of age and ranked second in this list. Next, which veteran actor will be honored with the 54th Dadasaheb Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award at the 70th National Film Awards ceremony? So Mithun Da, that is Mithun Chakrabarti, will be honored with Dadasaheb Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award. It is for his contribution to the Indian cinema. He will be the 54th recipient of this award, and this award was announced by Ashwini Vaishnav, who is our Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting. And this Dadasaheb Phalke Award will be presented during the 70th National Film Awards. Right, if we talk about Mithun Chakrabarti, he has been honored with Padma Bhushan in 2024. That is the India's third highest civilian award. Next, when is World Environmental Health Day observed every year across the world? It is 26th of September that we observe World Environmental Health Day across the globe. There is a theme that is environmental health, creating resilient communities through disaster risk reduction and climate change mitigation and adaptation. Also, if we talk about World Environment Day, it is observed on 5th of June, and World Environmental Health Day on 26th September. Next, who has been recently reappointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Indus Bank? Reappointed. So, right option is Sumant Katpalia. Right? Take a note of it. Next, which atomic power project Unit 7 has recently reached critical marking the start of a controlled nuclear fission chain reaction? So, it is in India, that is Rajasthan Atomic Power Project. It is the Unit 7 of this atomic power project that has reached a critical marking that states a controlled nuclear fission chain reaction. That means we are able to generate more electricity, or we are generating more power than the power that is being used to feed this reactor, right? So positive net outflow of energy is seen here, and it is a significant milestone that has been achieved. Next, which department under the Ministry of Finance has kept the interest rate on small saving schemes unchanged for the third quarter of FY25? It is Department of Economic Affairs, right? That comes under Ministry of Finance, that has kept the interest rate on these small saving schemes unchanged for the third quarter of FY25. Next, which of the following points are correct with respect to Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to USA from 21st to 23rd of September 2024? If we look at the options, option A and option C are right, B is wrong. B is saying that the USA formally handed over 207 antiques to India during the PM Modi's visit to USA. Is it correct? So here remember, USA, they handed over not 207 but 297 antiques to India during Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit. And PM Modi also attended the summit of the future at the 79th United Nations General Assembly. Next, what is India's position at recently released World Talent Ranking 2024 by Institute for Management Development? So India stands at 58th position here. India stands at 58th position in the World Talent Ranking released by IMD, that is Institute for Management Development. And this was the 11th edition of this World Talent Ranking that has been released. Which is the country that secured the first position? It is Switzerland that has secured the first position for the 11th consecutive time. Next, who among the following has been appointed as the new external members of RBI's Monetary Policy Committee? So if we look at them, all three of them has been recently appointed as the new external members of RBI's Monetary Policy Committee. Next, who has been recently appointed as the acting governor of Mizoram during the absence on leave of the incumbent governor, Dr. Hari Babu Khampati? So, Indra Sena Reddy Nalu, right? He is the governor of Tripura and he has been appointed as the acting governor of Mizoram. Next, name the company that recently delivered India's first indigenously developed submachine gun by the name ASMI to the Northern Command of the Indian Army. So which is that company? It is Lokesh Machines Limited. This is a Hyderabad, Telangana based company and they have successfully delivered the first major order of 9x19 mm submachine gun by the name ASMI to the Northern Command of the Indian Army. Next, which company has recently raised $500 million through green dollar bonds to support various renewable energy projects? See, whenever there you will be seeing a green, no, that means that project or that funding will be going into a renewable energy sector or renewable energy project. So which company raised $500 million through green bond dollars? It is REC Limited, Rural Electrification Corporation Limited. This will be a 5-year coupon rate with 4.75% per annum and this amount interest will be paid semi-annually. Correct? Next, name the scheme that recently launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi with a total outlay of 79,156 crore rupees from Hazaribagh, Jharkhand. It is Dharti Abba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan. right? It was on the occasion of the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, that is 2nd October, right? This PM Modi has launched this Dharti Aba Janjatiya Gram Utkarsh Abhiyan, that is Dajgua. The outlay for this scheme is 79,156 crore rupees. It was launched from Hazaribagh, Jharkhand. Right? The aim of this scheme is basically to fill the critical gaps in the social, health, education infrastructures, right? And also to make sure the smooth running of these sectors. Apart from this, he also inaugurated and laid the foundation stone for multiple projects under Pradhan Mantri Janjati Adivasi Nyay Maha Abhiyan scheme, that is worth 1360 crore rupees. This is Janman scheme, right? PM Janman. Next, which ministry has recently rolled out the pilot phase of Prime Minister's Internship Scheme 2024 to generate 1 crore internships by March 2029? So, which is that ministry? It is Ministry of Corporate Affairs that has rolled out a pilot phase of Prime Minister's Internship Scheme to generate 1 crore internships by March 2029. And for this, you will be seeing multiple startups has been contacted and 800 crore rupees of budget has been allocated to provide these internships. In this internship, 5,000 rupees per month stipend will be provided to those individuals. Next, who gave a warm send-off to 7,000 kilometer Vayu Veer Vijeta car rally from New Delhi to mark the 92nd anniversary of the Indian Air Force? He's our Defense Minister Rajnath Singh gave a warm send-off to the 7,000 kilometer Vayu Veer Vijeta car rally. Question can be asked about the name of the car rally from New Delhi to mark the 92nd anniversary of the Indian Air Force. What is the name of that car rally? Vayu Veer Vijeta car rally. Next, which of the following points are correct with respect to 79th session of United Nations General Assembly held from 10 to 30th of September in New York? If we look at the options, option A and option C are right, B is wrong. B is saying that the Science Summit 2024 was organized by the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research and its partners from 10 to 27th of September 2024. Absolutely right. And one more thing, sorry, this is wrong. I correct, this is wrong. Why this is wrong? Because this summit was organized by whom? Not CSIR. It was organized by ISC, that is International Science Council. And it was held from 10 to 27th of September. And here remember Philemon Yang, right? The former Prime Minister of Cameroon was the president of this 79th United Nations General Assembly session. Next, who has recently visited Vientiane in Laos from 20 to 21st of September to participate in the 21st Asian India Economic Ministers Meet and the 12th East Asia Summit Economic Ministers Meet? So who attended this? It was attended by Piyush Goyal. He is our Union Minister of Commerce and Industry. Next is which organization has recently received affiliate membership from International Medical Device Regulators Forum? It is Central Drug Standard Control Organization, right? And they have received the affiliate membership from the International Medical Device Regulators Forum. With this membership, the India's response or India's participation in the globally medical device regulation will enhance, right? Because we know during COVID-19, India was a country that helped a lot of countries globally during that time in the medical devices, medical equipments and various other products also. So now India has recently, or this Central Drug Standard Control Organization has received this affiliated membership from International Medical Device Regulators Forum. Next, SEBI, they have recently announced a new framework to curb the excessive speculation in the dash with effect from 20th of November. So SEBI has recently announced a new framework to curb the excessive speculation in the stock market and multiple new rules has came out for the same, right? Next is which state has recently signed an MoU with REC Limited for the financial support of 3 lakh crore for infrastructure project. So which state has signed this MoU? It is Rajasthan, and here you will be seeing 3 lakh crore rupees infrastructure support or financial support for the infrastructure projects will be provided here, and you will be seeing various power sector, your infrastructure sector, your new schools, education related, your hospitals, right? These infrastructure will be worked upon here. Better roads will be there, better highways will be there. Next, which financial institution has announced to invest $272 million to support India's economic growth and sustainability? It is United States International Development Finance Corporation, right? They have committed over $272 million to support India's economic growth and sustainability. In this, here you will be seeing the $40 million will be to Mumbai, Maharashtra's APAC Financial Service Limited that aims to expand their lending services to the low income companies, and $50 million in this will be to Mumbai based Incred Financial Service Limited, and they will be providing loans, financing help to the women led entrepreneurs. Next, which state has recently become the first state to get Niti Aayog Women Entrepreneurship Platform chapter? It is Telangana, right? It is Telangana state, right, that became the first state in India to launch their own chapter of Niti Aayog's Women Entrepreneurship Platform. This Women Entrepreneurship chapter on Women Entrepreneurship Platform chapter of Niti Aayog will basically help the individuals to provide various skills for required, or basically the skills that are required for various industries. It will be listed here, and the main objective here is basically to support the women entrepreneurs in Telangana by focusing on mentoring those women through financing and skill development. Next, name an exoplanet that was recently discovered by astronomers which looks like a future Earth. Name of that planet is KMT 2020 BLG 0401. Right? It is almost 5 billion 5 billion years away. The sun is expected. Oh, I correct myself. Don't go through this. Just remember this is the name of that planet, right? And it is expected that in coming 5 billion years the sun is expected to burn out into a white dwarf expanding into a red giant. That means the sun will consume Mercury and Venus and potentially Earth and Mars also in coming 5 billion years. So our Earth or the human population, they need to find a new home, and this is the planet that has been discovered that can be a future Earth. And this planet is almost 1.9 times the mass of the Earth. Next, who has been recently awarded the 2024 Václav Havel Human Rights Prize for the struggle for democracy under the iron-fisted rule of the President Nicolas Maduro? So, who has been awarded the 2024 Václav Havel Human Rights Prize? So, Maria Corina Machado, right, has been awarded with the 2024 Václav Havel Human Rights Prize, right? And she was deeply moved and honored and grateful to be the first Latin American to win this award. And this award was received on her behalf at the Council of Europe headquarters in Strasbourg by her daughter Anna. So students, these are your important current affairs for the first week of October month. Now let's move to some revision part. Next, name the exercise that was recently organized by the National Disaster Management Authority and Southern Command of the Indian Army in Chennai. It is ICA, right? So NDMA, in collaboration with the Southern Command of the Indian Army, they organized a 2-day national symposium by the name Exercise IKEA. That is a disaster management exercise. It was held in Chennai. Next, which ministry has recently launched the second edition of the Tobacco Free Youth Campaign 2.0 in New Delhi? It is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, right? They have launched the second edition of the Tobacco Free Youth Campaign 2.0 in New Delhi. This was held at Lady Hardinge Medical College in New Delhi during the event which was launched. This campaign will be running, that is your Tobacco Free Youth Campaign, for 60 days, and as the name suggests, to make sure that the universities, the colleges, the educational institutions are free from tobacco and people should not participate in consuming tobacco. Also, the participants of this event will take a pledge, that is, say no to tobacco. Next, which country has recently assumed the chairmanship of the Asian Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions for 24 to 27 term? So, which country has assumed the chairmanship here? It is our India that has assumed the chairmanship here of this Asian Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions for 2024 to 2027 term. And Girish Chandra Murmu has been serving as the 14th Comptroller and Auditor General of India since August 2020. Apart from this, the 16th assembly of this ASO SCI was hosted by the Chief Comptroller General of India that was held in New Delhi. Next is which state has recently started 530 crore rupees water supply project funded by Asian Development Bank to improve the drinking water infrastructure. It is Tripura, right? Manik Shah, he is the Chief Minister of Tripura, and he laid the foundation for the Asian Development Bank funded 350 crore rupees project that is for the supply of clean drinking water. This project will be helping more than 12 cities of Tripura, and you will be seeing here various communities of Tripura will also be taught about the water harvesting techniques, irrigation techniques, so that they can benefit and they can be skilled in these water harvesting techniques. Next, which public sector bank has recently partnered with easemytrip.com to launch India's first co-branded travel debit card? That is your Bank of Baroda, right? So Bank of Baroda partnered with easemytrip.com to launch India's first co-branded travel debit card. This is basically for the frequent travelers and those spending on entertainment and lifestyle. Name the Indian who has recently been honored with the prestigious award by South Korea government for strengthening relation between Korea and India. So she's a very famous TV star, Anushka Sen. She has been recently honored with this award. She received the award from Hyun Woo Kim, the Chief Executive Officer of Seoul Business Agency, during a ceremony that was held in South Korea. Next, who has been recently appointed as the 16th Prime Minister of Sri Lanka by Sri Lankan President Anura Kumara Dissanayake? So, Harini Ambrasurya has been appointed as the 16th Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. Next, which country recently won the gold medal in the both open and women's section of the 45th International Chess Federation Chess Olympiad held in Hungary, Budapest? So, which country won the gold medal here? It is our country, India, that has won the gold medal in the both open and women's category. Correct? And it is the first time that any country from the Asia has won the both women and open title in this championship. And where was this held? It was held in Budapest, Hungary. Next, where was the 7th edition of the annual men's tennis tournament Lever Cup held? So this Lever Cup, it is related to which sport? It is related to tennis. Where was this held? It was held in Berlin, Germany. Correct? And this 2024, it was the 7th edition of this Lever Cup. Here in this Lever Cup, remember there are two teams, that is Team Europe and Team World. Correct? And in this, remember, Lever Cup, which team won? It is Team Europe that has won the 2024 edition. This is the 5th time they have won it. Next, name the naval exercise that was hosted by the Portuguese Navy in collaboration with NATO in Peninsula, Portugal. It is REPMUS, right? This is the name of the exercise. The full form of this REPMUS is Robotic Experimentation and Prototyping Using Maritime Unmanned System. This is a naval exercise hosted by the Portuguese Navy in collaboration with NATO and various international partners. Next, who has recently received the Guinness World Record certificate as the most prolific film star in the Indian film industry? So Chiranjeevi Konindela, right? He has received the Guinness World Record certificate as the most prolific film star in the Indian film industry. He has created the record for his dance performance with more than 537 songs and more than 24,000 dance moves in 156 films over the past 45 years. Next, which state or UT has the highest unemployment rate among the youths aged between 15 to 29 years of age as per the data released by Periodic Labour Force Survey from July 23 to June 24 of the National Sample Survey Office? It is Lakshadweep, right? Lakshadweep is that union territory that has topped among the unemployed, or that has topped among the unemployment rate among the youths aged between 15 to 29 years of age. Lakshadweep is followed by Andaman and Nicobar Islands. When was World Rivers Day observed across the globe? So on 22nd of September, we observe World Rivers Day. Generally, this day is observed on the 4th Sunday of September month. And it is basically to raise awareness about the importance of river. And this year, it was on 22nd of September, we observed it. For the first time, this day was observed in 2005. Next, when was World Rhino Day observed across the globe? So World Rhino Day observed on again 22nd of September, and it is to basically raise awareness about the rhinoceros. Also remember, this is to create awareness about the 5 rhino species that are left in the wild and to protect them. For the first time, this day was observed in 2010. In India, if we talk about these rhinos, they are primarily found in Assam, West Bengal, UP. Then on 10th of August, we observe World Lion Day. On 29th, International Tiger Day. On June 17, it is World Crocodile Day. Next is, which company laid the foundation stone for India's first CO2 to methanol pilot plant in Pune, Maharashtra? It is Thermex Limited. This is the name of the company that has laid the foundation stone for India's first carbon dioxide to methanol. That means carbon dioxide will be converted into methanol in this plant that is in Pune, Maharashtra. Correct? Moving on. Which company has recently introduced the industry's first biometric authentication solution for card payment, that is FlashPay? So FlashPay was introduced by PayU. It was introduced during the 5th edition of the Global FinTech Festival that was held at Geo World Convention Center in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Next, which state has recently topped the 6th edition of the State Food Safety Index developed by FASAI? So which is that state that secured the top position? It is Kerala that has secured the top position in the 6th edition of the State Food Safety Index developed by FASAI. Correct? Mark it, important. And here Kerala has achieved over 100% of their inspections target for FY25. Moving on. Name the movie that was recently entered into the 97th Academy Awards, that is your Oscars 2025, for the Best International Feature Film category. It is which? Tell me. Name that movie. What is the name of that movie? The movie is named as Lapata Ladies. Right? This Lapata Lady is the India's official entry to Oscars 2025, that is the 97th Academy Award that will be held on 2nd of March 2025 in Los Angeles, California. Moving on. Name the space capsule which landed in Kazakhstan with Roscosmos cosmonauts Nikolai Chubb and Oleg Konakov and NASA's astronaut Tracy Dyson from the International Space Station in September 2024. So what is the name of that space capsule that landed in Kazakhstan with 2 cosmonauts of Roscosmos, that is Russia's space agency, and one astronaut from the NASA space agency? The name of it is Soyuz MS-25. They landed from International Space Station. Then one more thing, remember Rumi 1. Remember, this is the, or we can say it was India that has successfully used the first reusable hybrid rocket, and the name of that rocket is Rumi 1. Very important, right? Then apart from this, Daiichi 4, remember it is Japan that launched this Earth observation satellite by the name Daiichi 4, not 1, Daiichi 4. Next, to which company Defense Institute of Physiology and Allied Sciences, that is DIPAS, has recently handed over the critical high altitude sustenance technologies? It is Power Grid Corporation of India. Correct? Take a note of this direct question. Moving on. Who launched the book titled खाकी में स्थित प्रयागा एक IPS अधिकारी की स्मृतियां एवं अनुभव, authored by Anil Rotori, former Director General Police of Uttarakhand. So who launched the book? It was launched by Pushkar Singh Dhami. Pushkar Singh Dhami, he is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. Right? And this book basically aims to guide the young officers on facing the challenges during their police service. Next, which organization has recently launched ULIP Hackathon 2.0. ULIP is your Unified Logistic Interface Platform Hackathon. We have seen what is a hackathon. Hackathon basically is an event where is a problem statement is given and various teams works on that problem statement and gives the use cases solutions on it. So this hackathon was based on logistics, that how can we improve our logistics. Correct. This ULIP was basically to foster innovation and develop digital solutions to tackle challenges in the logistics industry. So question asked to you is that which organization launched this ULIP Hackathon 2.0? It was launched by NICDC Logistic Data Service Limited. Next, which organization or ministry has recently established the Rail Rakshak Dal in Northwestern Railway Zone to respond to railway accidents and conduct various rescue operations? It is Indian Railways. Our Indian Railways has recently established this Rail Rakshak Dal. Next, according to the recent SBI's ERD report, ERD is your Economic Research Department report. It is released by SBI, right? According to this, the average annual exponential growth has dropped to dash in 2024. See, the average exponential growth in population has reduced to 1%. That means on an average now yearly we are growing at 1%. If we take a data of 1971, we were growing by 2.2% annually, but now in 2024 we can say we are growing at 1% annually. Right? The expected population of our India is between 138 to 142 crore and it was in 2024. Also, it is expected that India's population will peak in 2062. Next, which ministry has recently launched the official website for Ashtalakshmi Mahotsav in New Delhi? See, this Ashtalakshmi Mahotsav, it is observed in northeastern state, right? The states include Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Sikkim and Tripura. In these states, we are observing this Ashtalakshmi. That means 8, right? That's why Ashtalakshmi, Aath Lakshmi. Correct. And it was observed in New Delhi. Which ministry has launched an official website for this festival? It is Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region. I repeat, it is Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region has launched the website for the same. Next, which organization has recently raised India's GDP growth forecast to 6.7% for FY25? So which is that organization? It is OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. They have raised India's GDP forecast to 6.7% for FY25. Also, OECD, they reported that the inflation in India has also, according to them, the inflation has forecast has also increased by 20 basis point. Now they are projecting it at to be 4.5% for FY25. Also, they are suggesting that the global growth will be around 3.2% in the same time period. Next, if we talk about ADO, Asian Development Outlook update of September, released by Asian Development Bank, India's growth forecast for FY26 has been projected at how much percent? So according to the Asian Development Bank, they are projecting India to grow by 7.2%. Next, name the first scheduled airline to launch the UP that was recently received the NOC from the Ministry of Civil Aviation. So what is the name of that first scheduled airline to be launched from the UP airport that recently received the NOC from the Ministry of Civil Aviation? So what is the name of that airline? It is Shankya. Take a note of this, very important. And they have received the NOC from Ministry of Civil Aviation for the next 3 years. Next, which country has recently won the 4th edition of Intercontinental Cup 2024 football title by defeating India 3-0 at the Ganti Mohan Chandra Balayogi Athletic Stadium, that is in Hyderabad, Telangana? So it is Syria. Syria is the name of the country that has won this 4th International Continental Cup of football. Remember this Intercontinental Cup, it is played between India, Syria and Mauritius. Important. And this was the 4th edition of it. Next, which brand is the official sponsor of the International Federation of Association FIFA's Women's World Cup 2024 in Brazil? So which brand is the official sponsor? It is Lay's. Lay's, you know, very famous chip brand, snacks brand, right? They are the official sponsor of the FIFA's Women's World Cup 2027 that will be held in Brazil. Correct? And I correct one more thing. Take a note of this. Right? If we are talking about FIFA World Cup 2026 and FIFA Women's World Cup 2027, for both of them, Lay's is your brand or sponsor, title sponsor here. Correct? Next, where was India's largest blast furnace recently commissioned by Tata Steel? It is Kalyanganar in Odisha. India's first largest blast furnace commissioned by Tata Steel. Next, which department has recently established a committee of experts to create a framework for repairability index in the mobile and electronics sector? It is Department of Consumer Affairs. Correct? Take a note of this. This repairability index is basically, remember, this is to empower the consumers and promote sustainable practices within the tech industry. And if you know that this is basically that how they can repair their products. Correct? Even it was in news that iPhones in the coming years will be such that the users can repair their iPhones manually. They will be provided skills, they will be trained in such a way, you will be able to see the online videos also, that you can easily repair your iPhone by, and you will have those toolkits also. All the necessary tools will be at your fingerstep, at your hand, that will help you to repair your mobile phone.